Alrighty, good morning everyone. We are going to be doing a collective reading. My intention is for it to be some clarity on the week ahead with a little bit of what's going on with the full moon. Alright, let's get into it. In the pre-shuffle, I was getting the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck along with the Strength card. So I'm getting that also with the Nine of Cups. So I'm seeing someone who is being introspective, following their intuition, connecting to their creativity, and their strength. To find some wish fulfillment, perhaps. I guess we shall see. We shall see what comes up. All right. All right, Spirit. Thank you. All right. First position is what you need to know for this week. What does the viewer need to know for this week? You know, I haven't really decided if I want to take reversals or not yet, but I think that I'm going to take them. And I'm going to pull all the positions and then go through and kind of put together the storyline and then come back and talk to you about it. All right. What does the viewer need to embrace for this week? Oh, too much, too much, too much. Let's see what's in there, though. We're getting a nice little drizzle this morning. It's really calming to listen to. Okay. All right. What do we need to embrace? The Nine of Pentacles. That's a good card. Okay, then what do you need to release? Okay. And what is next? What is coming up next? Thank you, Spirit. Two of Cups. Recognition, okay. Alrighty, we're going to stop this for a moment. I'm going to put together a storyline. I may or may not pull extra cards. Actually, how about I just go ahead and do that? At the bottom of the deck, after what we've got for what's next, I'm seeing the Two of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Sun. So perhaps some sort of partnership. And then I'm seeing feeling stuck or blinded, but then the sun coming through, which usually means, you know, some clarity. So I'll keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and put together the story. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back. So here, the cards are telling you that you've begun to see where you have been keeping yourself stuck through unhealthy attachment. Perhaps it's being around people who are no good for you, or filling up your time with actions and behaviors and just all around doing things that aren't good for you. Maybe you're seeing where you overindulge, or man, you know, it really begins to click, and then as soon as I get here in front of the camera, it all starts slipping from me. Okay, give me a moment. You know, perhaps you've been in denial about your relationships, or where you're at, maybe your job or something, the people that you surround yourself in your social circle. You know, you could be around people who are a bit more negative, or, you know, they say your life looks like the lives of the people that you surround yourself with. That in order to progress, you have to surround yourself with people who you want your life to look like. And maybe that's coming to the forefront for you. Maybe maybe you've been or are currently finding clarity around that. Now, what you need to embrace is your sense of self-worth, your values, who you are, and stand strong in it. You know, be willing to cut away the things that don't align with who you are. Embrace your truth. Have discernment for what is right for you, what isn't right for you. And then here you are being asked to release being overly logic, leading too much with your head. It's saying that now is the time to reconnect with your heart and your intuition and follow that. You've got the clarity. Now it's time to act on it. You can let go of overthinking your path and over-controlling your path. And here, the Six of Wands symbolizes recognition, victory, a sense of pride. This week, you're making the cuts. You're leading with your heart after having found the clarity that you needed about your social circle. I'm seeing this in terms of social circle or relationships. So maybe your job, maybe the friends that you keep. But anyway, making the moves that you need to make is going to, people are going to see that. It's going to show up in your life, and making those moves helps you co-create with the universe, and it helps and allows the universe to bring in what you're trying to bring in. The pruning has occurred and momentum has returned. Have you ever noticed that with like a plant? If you cut off a leaf that hasn't been doing very good, suddenly you get a brand new one. Fresh, shiny, a picture of health. When you cut off what no longer serves you, you're giving yourself a new beginning, a fresh start, filled with all of the things that you're trying to accomplish. And I think that makes a lot of sense, because at the bottom of the deck in the pre-shuffle, we had the Queen of Cups, being introspective, being connected to your emotions and your intuition, your depths, all that you are. And then behind that was the Strength card. So standing strong in all of that. And then now that we've ended our tarot reading, at the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Cups, which is partnerships. Eight of Swords would be the ways that you're choosing to keep yourself stuck. Denial. But then there's clarity. The sun returns, the clouds burn off, and everything is illuminated. Ten of Swords tends to be the ending of pain, a return to balance. There's some heartache there, but then there's clarity, and then there's transformation. Slow and steady movement. I think that's really, really exciting. I think, and then along with this being the full moon in Aries, the full moon is about release. And Aries is about bold decisions, bold action. You know, what bold action do you need to take? What bold cutting off needs to occur in your life? Ooh, yay, I really got into the groove of that. Okay, that's exciting. And I'm gonna pull one Crystal Ally card. I haven't shuffled this at all yet, so give me a moment. I've always done tarot readings for myself, but I've always been afraid to do them for somebody else. And tarot has been a very, very great help for me in regards to finding my sense of self-worth. And navigating all the difficult things in my life. One of these days I'll get a little bit more into it. Perhaps once my channel takes off and I'm starting to get some clientele. But this week I also plan on opening up 5 slots for free readings in order to build my confidence when it comes to reading for other people, because I really start out quite a bit shaky. And I have a really hard time connecting with the cards at first, and then it comes through. But just to get a little better. Leadership. And it's a fire card. Yeah, so I think that speaks a lot to taking bold action. You know, the best way to inspire somebody else is to live it, to do it for yourself, not to tell somebody else what they need, but to give yourself what you need and live your life from a place of truth. You know, making the necessary cuts, taking the necessary action, and following your heart, and, you know, co-creating with the universe on your life that way. Because people are going to look at you and be like, how did you do it? They're going to see that you lived your life, or you began living your life from an authentic place of who you are and what's important to you. Okay, let's see what we get for a card out here. Can we get a Crystal Ally Oracle card for the collective, please? Thank you. Well, I'm going to pull one. Love. Higher self at the bottom of the deck. Now, I think this card really goes hand in hand with the Nine of Pentacles. Most of us are on a journey of trying to figure out, let me reword that. More times than not, we are healing our need to find love outside of ourselves. We are begging other people to respect us. To choose us. To show up for us. And I'm not saying everybody. To take us seriously. There's no greater love in this world than being the person to choose yourself. And sometimes choosing yourself looks like making the necessary cuts. To standing strong in who you are and what is right for you and what isn't right for you. That is the biggest part of coming out of self-abandonment. When you're choosing all of these things that aren't good for you over what is good for you, that is self-abandonment. You're coming into a place where you really, really are showing yourself love and tending to your inner child, because that's where all of those wounds come from. You know, needing to, or choosing things that aren't right for you just to possibly have whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever it was that you were missing in your childhood. That's where it stems from. All of the people-pleasing tendencies, or trying to fit in with the wrong crowd. It's really just your inner child begging to be accepted, loved, and held. But when you make those cuts, that's you doing that for yourself, and I think that's really incredible. All right, thank you very much. I plan on dropping another collective reading this Wednesday, I believe, just to kind of check in with everybody and help realign. You know, this isn't easy stuff, but you're out here doing it, and I'm really proud of you. I'll see you again Wednesday.